My name's Kent Gunn, and this is Profane Keto. A couple, 3 years ago, I got diabetes. Woke up in the hospital. The doctor asked me, Mr. Gunn, do you have diabetes? I said, no. And she said, your blood sugar is about 500 and you have diabetes, motherfucker. She didn't say the MF, but I heard it deep in my head. So, didn't do much about it. I did exactly what the doctors told me. My awful endocrinologist brought me 2 tubes of insulin and told me, this is long acting, this is short acting, don't mess them up, it could kill you. That's all she told me. She left at that point. And I've got to tell you, well, I almost killed myself by mixing them up. I'm not real fond of this endocrinologist. I'd tell you her name, but probably get sued over it. I fired her about a year, maybe 2 years later. That's a different story. So I'm in the hospital with diabetes. They didn't even really care because I had an embolism in both lungs. It's called a saddle embolism. I don't know if I looked like a bunch of horse tack. I understand I looked really awful. And I was a huge fat bastard at this point, by the way. I weighed in excess of 300 pounds. And if you can't tell, I'm not very attractive. And at that weight, I'm even less attractive. I actually was, as I walked down the street, you could see me being orbited by small fast food restaurants. Not a good look. So I'm in the hospital. I become a compliant diabetic. I do exactly what they tell me. And over the course of the next year, I gained about 30 more pounds. So at this point, they're going to declare me a county. When I walk backwards, I make a beeping noise. This is not a good look, folks. And I can tell I am getting sicker and sicker. So a dear friend of mine recommended a book by Jason Fung. He's a nephrologist from Canada. And this motherfucker says, hey, I thought about this and I watched bariatric surgery patients cure their diabetes almost instantly. I wonder why. And he came up with a hypothesis. There were many. Could it have affected the stomach juices? And he made a bunch of thoughts. And what he came up with was, these motherfuckers can't eat any carbohydrates, and by not eating any carbohydrates, they don't need any fucking insulin. So this really resonated with me, and I said, hey, I calculate how much insulin to take every day by what I'm going to eat, or over the course of the day. I was taking the insulin 3 different times. And so I had my own calculations, spreadsheets. This causes me to need this much insulin. So I did a little quick arithmetic. If I took in 0 carbs, I bet I'd need 0 fucking insulin. There's a mathematical relationship to ponder. So I quit taking the fucking insulin and I quit eating carbs and I didn't kill myself. Matter of fact, in about 2 weeks, I didn't need any insulin. 2 fucking weeks. Will this work as efficiently for everybody? No, I don't know. Not a goddamn endocrinologist with 12 years of medical school. I do know if you eat 0 carbs, you need a lot less fucking insulin. If you've had diabetes for 10 or 20 years, try eating no carbs. See what fucking happens. I can't give you medical advice. And if you take medical advice from me, you're a goddamn idiot. As Penn Jillette, the very famous magician, said, if you take advice from a magician on your diet, you're a fucking idiot. That's not what he said, but it was pretty close. And he lost weight eating nothing but potatoes. So, where do we go from here, kids? This pissed me off, by the way, when I figured out how easy it was. Not pissed at Dr. Fung, not really pissed at anybody except, the food industry, everybody who sells diabetes meds. And I was mad at everybody. Fucking pissed. Here's some more people I got pissed at. Fucking Splenda. I'm eating Splenda because, hey, Splenda, it's splendid and it's sugar-free and the packaging says it's sugar-free. That shit's got maltodextrin as its primary ingredient, and guess what? It's fucking starch and it's sugar. Everything that says starch or comes in a package of bread or rice or corn is made up of amylose and amylopectin. Those are fucking glucose molecules glued together, either a long chain for amylose or it looks like a pubic hair nest when it's amylopectin, okay? That's just my take on the pictures I've seen because I don't get out much. So, Splenda has starch in it that has exactly the same glycemic load, as much sugar as fucking sugar. So the people who make Splenda are trying to kill diabetics, and I fucking hate them. Don't eat Splenda. They're full of shit and they're evil motherfuckers. Somebody in their goddamn office goes, we'll give them maltodextrin. I know it'll peak their blood sugar just the same, but hey, I don't care. It's cheap, and we're going to make a fuck ton of money with this shit. Fuck Splenda. God damn assholes. Made me really sick. Okay, who else am I pissed at? Everybody who makes packaged food. Those motherfuckers put in, there's like 97 names for sugar. If you want to try this crazy shit I'm talking about, you've got to find all the names for sugar. I got 62 of them, and I'm still collecting the motherfuckers. Look that shit up online. I can't do everything for you. So, you want to lose a shit ton of weight and not eat any carbs, eat in the outer ring of the grocery store. Now, I'm not making that shit up. It's not my observation. But you can't eat anything in a cardboard box because it's made by the people of ConAgra, and all the big fucking food companies got bought up by the goddamn tobacco companies. Those fuckers tried to kill me, but I quit smoking, and it's easier to lose 100 pounds than it is to quit smoking, by the way. Still don't smoke. Now, they put sugar in everything. And if they don't put sugar in it, there's corn or potato starch, some other form of sugar. Everything that comes out of the ground is, unfortunately, fucking sugar or glucose. That's what fucking plants do. Sunlight, water, ta-da, photosynthesis, they make sugar in all its varied forms. And when they do that, they also exhale, if plants could breathe, oxygen. We take in oxygen, and when we burn our shit, we make carbon dioxide and a bunch of other waste products. We're not going into that today. But if you want to lose a shit ton of weight, buy Dr. Fung's book. God damn it, it's good. It's called The Diabetes Code. I actually have it right here because it's the most important book I've ever read by far and away. And I know it's backwards. I don't fucking care that it's backwards. Okay? You can read it unless you have diabetes so bad it turned you fucking blind. All right, that's all I got for today. Profane Keto. My name's Kent Gunn. And there's going to be more of this shit if it goes off at all.